team. If they don't win, it's a shame. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Welcome, everybody. Packs for breakfast here on Sunday morning. Hopefully, everybody's bracket is still in order. That time of year where people get a little bit upset because their brackets get busted and things don't go the way they thought they would, but such is life. It's spring. It's almost time for the baseball season to start. That should be exciting. Got just like a week and a half. Should start seeing some games that matter. Unless you're a Rockies fan, they just don't matter. But Randy, how are you doing today?
I am one of those people that is upset about my bracket, and I am upset that the Rockies will not be good this season. So I've got a few things to be upset about. But there is a positive though. Senzatella is pitching really well in the spring.
One of my favorites. I always liked him. He just, you know what? He was going to overpower you. He's not a huge strikeout guy, but he gets the job done.
Yeah, it's like you look at his spring numbers, and I know the spring numbers don't translate, to the regular season. But if this is a guy that can win 15 games, keep the ERA around 3.5, that's a successful season for a Rocky starter.
I also saw the Rockies just traded away Nolan Jones.
Weren't they a little overloaded? Because Nolan Jones is an outfielder, right?
Yeah, they were a little bit thin in the middle infield, so they got a guy from the Guardians who could soak up some middle infield.
Yeah, because I think Estrada is going to be out 1 to 2 months, the guy we signed from San Francisco. So it's like, yeah, we were a little thin on the infield. I mean, we got Tovar, but when you let Rogers go.
And I guess the guy that we got isn't that he's supposedly pretty serviceable, as far as batting and fielding. So, I mean, still not going to matter, but what do you do?
No, I mean, I think he's basically, I think he's almost the same as Rogers, maybe a slightly better glove, but, we'll see.
Time will tell. Only about a week and a half away. So, could be, I'm always excited for opening day. I just feel like opening day is a big day. It should be like stay at home from work, watch some baseball.
It's like I would take that, but I don't think they're gonna. Home Depot only closes for 2 freaking holidays, period. So it's like, it's like retail and food places, they just don't close.
Well, yeah, there's nothing you can do about retail. But we can all dream.
Heck, I think food stays even open. A lot of food places stay open on Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I mean, they don't even get. And movie theaters, I think, are open on like Christmas. I know.
Yeah, but those guys are dumb. So today we're going back to 1989 Donruss Baseball for the important task of trying to finish this puzzle. I never even thought about finishing one of these puzzles in 1989 or 90, 91. The puzzle pieces were just the throwaway. You looked at them, you threw them away. It's kind of intriguing to me to actually try and finish one of these all these years later. So I've got the puzzle going. I don't know that I'm going to finish it with the amount of packs that I have left from the box, but I think it would be a case of buying another box just to try and finish this puzzle. And yes, I know I could go online and buy the puzzle already built, but where's the fun in that?
Yeah, then you're just buying a picture.
let's get started. Let's look at some 1989 baseball players. See what we could pull out of here. And I mean, it's still is 88 season, so technically they're not 89 years yet, but semantics.
Well, here's the good part. This will be me pre-hating on Will Clark and Matt Williams because in 89 when these cards came out, they hadn't yet. I would have bought them early in the season when the Cubs were really good, and it's like I wouldn't know yet that Matt Williams and Will Clark were going to be hated by me later in the season.
And still to this day.
Almost. And think about this. You think about this. That's almost 40 years later. It's like, what, 36? 36 years later?
Hatred knows no bounds, Randy.
Oh, no. No, it can keep going. I am one to be able to hold that grudge.
Oh, first off, first puzzle piece is a missing piece.
You know what I'm starting to think? That the rarest ones were the face. Because you do not have the face.
The face is eluding me.
You know what? We don't show our face on camera. Maybe that's some kind of a... it's some kind of a metaphor. You don't show your face, you don't get his face.
That one fills out the bottom corner. There it is. Bottom corner done. All right. A good start. And then we got Greg.
That wasn't a good start.
No, Greg Harris isn't.
I will say this. I still love the look of those cards. I had a ton of them, when I was a kid, and it's like I still love the look of those. The different colored borders, and it was just it was cool looking.
89, 90, both of them. Charlie Lee Brandt gave up a home run in the game one of the 90 Worlds, 91. Anyway.
He looks like he's about to give one up right there.
Mark McLemore, second baseman. I don't know if we've ever seen him card yet.
Definitely a serviceable second. I'd take him right now if the Rockies were back in '89.
Well, he gets to go up for now. We got Hubie Brooks, outfield. We'll find better than that. Ooh, we got a Diamond King right off the bat.
Mike Greenwell.
Chris Sabo.
Much better player than Mike Greenwell.
And he had the goggles.
He was definitely a goggle guy.
Ricky Horton. Looks like a baby.
Horton, here's a who.
Van Snyder.
Another kid.
Yeah, another kid. Hey, right off the bat.
Oh, come on. That's just mean.
Right off the bat.
It's like, come on.
You willed that into existence.
Yeah, I did. That was probably my hatred bringing that around for me. It's like, look at that. Take a look at that guy right there. That guy right there is a future Cubby killer. That is animal cruelty, Matt Williams.
Hippolito Pena, which I almost said Hippolito Picardo.
Yeah, because that's the name I know, too.
Yeah. David Palmer, pitcher for the Phillies. A lot of pitchers in this deck.
Yeah, another one.
Rick Rodent, Yankee.
You know he got called Rick Rodent.
Probably. Ron Oster, second baseman for the Reds.
Not a bad second baseman. I don't know if he's better than McLemore.
We've had a few Reds in this pack. That's interesting. You don't usually see too many of them. The Rand Smolniks.
Okay, so I bet you all the times I ever heard that name on TV, I thought they said Lance. Seeing it as Rance Mullenix. Oh my gosh.
That's up to bat. We have Lance.
I mean, what his name is really Rance? I'm gonna go on a rant about his name.
And we'll finish off the pack with Big Mac. Instant shoe-in for first baseman.
Oh yeah. You know what? He wasn't as big then. He wasn't as big Mac as he is as he would become.
What are you trying to say, Randy? What could that mean?
It's like all I'm saying is it's like maybe he he ingested a little bit more hefty of a diet. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, maybe he ate just a few more Big Macs. Right?
Yeah, he just, he injected his stomach with a little bit more, bulk.
Pack number 2, let's see. Gotta get some.
You know what? We've got first, second, and third. It's like, Ozzie Smith's in here somewhere. He is. Because he's waiting. He's waiting to be on like his 10th one of our all-star teams.
Yeah, we got a Diamond King right off the bat. First card underneath of the piece. So we'll do the Diamond King first, which is Harold Reynolds. Mariners.
Not so sure I would make Harold Reynolds a Diamond King, but then again, I disagreed with Mike Greenwell being a Diamond King.
He was a stolen base guy. He had 60 and All-Star for 2 years.
Yeah, no, I mean he was a pretty good player, but to me, when you're gonna put something out there like Diamond King, Diamond King should be like the best players.
Oh,
look at that! We got 2 Diamond Kings up there. At least Sabo at the time, I would give him a little bit more credit for being a really good third baseman.
Here.
And I think he was on was it 90 that the Reds won the championship?
I can't tell if this piece is actually. Hold on.
I think that's that top left corner with the hat.
Yeah, it is. I already got it. Dang it. All right. Oh, let's try not to break the camera. All right. We're going to go from there to Harry Clark. Boy, moving the camera is not something I'm used to doing, and clearly it's...
Look at how loose the dirt is on that mound.
Oh, yeah. He's kicking up...
I mean, he's kicking up a lot on his step down.
Got our solid catcher.
Solid catcher. Way to go, Scott Bradley. You're a solid catcher.
Doug Jennings for the Athletics. A lot of A's.
See, at least we got to play. He's up to bat. Unless he's just playing the part like in the batting circle, and then they pulled him before he got to go bat because they switched the pitcher, and it's like, no, we gotta bring in a different guy because you can't hit against them. You can't hit against the lefties.
So far, we got a lot of Mariners, a lot of A's, a lot of Red. And then you got Ted Power, which is a great name.
It is a great name. If he was a power pitcher that struck out a lot of guys. Now, if he throws the knuckleball, Ted Power doesn't fit.
Yeah. Lance Parrish, solid catcher.
Are we sure it's not Rance Parrish?
Oh, there's a young...
I just see it that, wow, that is such a young Kurt Schilling.
Young Kurt Schilling.
Holy smokes, he's a dang kid. He was young at one point. He was not always an old man.
Pat Perry, sorry, buddy. You didn't stand a chance.
You know what? All the time I talk about Cubs and stuff like that, I don't even remember him on that 89 team or 88.
I'm looking at this Kurt Schilling card. It is darn near perfect. That might be a gradable card for me. I could see myself sending that.
Bob Kippa.
Hippa. Ooh, Daryl Evans. He's got the dreaded IF. That's not a good place to be.
Like you are just some guy that's on the bench and we're going to throw you in there at first or third. He doesn't look svelte enough to be a second or short.
Gene Nelson, pitcher for A's. See, we keep our run going. Oh, Lance McCullers. Always liked him. He was his kid played, maybe still playing for the Astros, but decent pitcher. Saw him a lot.
Look at the brown of the Padres uniform.
Sorry, Harold Reynolds. Trying to see what his. Yeah, he was in the twos. 2.49 ERA. 98 or 88 season. Not a big strikeout guy, but
No, but it seemed like he wasn't a liability to.
Steve Lyons in the old White Sox logo.
Well, and he's still the most notable thing he ever did in his career was drop his pants in the middle of the game, just trying to get the dirt out of him. That's his most notable. Although, doesn't he do isn't he an analyst now?
He looks like he could be. I mean, he's got the
Analyst
appearance.
or not a play-by-play guy. He'd be the color guy, but
We got Kevin Brown, pitcher for the Rangers. Looks like
look at the 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah,
He's just out there just going, will you take the picture and get this over with so I can go sit in the dugout and be by myself?
and we got Jim Clancy, pitcher, Blue Jays.
Dude, I love all your spy books. Oh, wait, never mind. That's Tom.
All right. Pack number 3. Not so bad.
All right, come on, puzzle piece or a checklist.
How come?
A lot of people root for the checklist. I just want to say that it's like I'm out there. I'm rooting for it. Checklist has some good names on it. Then I can sit there and go, oh, I don't have that. I don't have that. Oh, I do have Rance Mullenix.
I'd really like to see a Diamond King checklist. Come on.
Well, you have Mike Greenwell, a lot of it.
All right. No dice. I already got that one.
Bust on the puzzle piece.
And we start off with Glenn Wilson for the Pirates.
The OF. It's like almost as dreaded as the IF.
Oral Hershiser, obviously a great pitcher. We're gonna leave Kurt up there over him, but
Yeah, but he was. I mean, that's the bulldog right there. But still, I think Oral Hershiser is just not as good as Schilling.
yeah, Dickie Thon, always a fun name to say.
It's like he was probably brought in just to advance a runner. He's like pitch hitting for the pitcher, and he's just brought in to advance the runner.
Well, he's going
It's
up on
like,
the
look, Dickie, all I need you to do is move him to second. That's it. Get him in scoring position, top of the lineup coming up.
right now. He's our shortstop, so see how long he can stay up.
Oh, let's see how long he stays. It's like, hey, we could talk about Dickie Thon.
Darnell Coles.
There's another OF.
On camera, you got this. It was doing so good up until this point. Stop trying to focus on the background. Jeez. Darnell Coles, outfielder for the Mariners.
Is he related to Alex Cole?
Got Johnny Paredes, second baseman for the Pose.
You're doing great, Johnny.
It's our first rated rookie. You got to look him up, Randy. We got Steve Searcy, Tigers.
It's like, what are your guesses? How many total wins did Steve Searcy have in his career?
He did not have a great ERA in 88. He had a 5.63 ERA in 88.
Ooh, that is not a good ERA. It's like William Steven Searcy. Wait, what was his name?
Steve Searcy.
Oh, yeah, so he didn't go by William. Okay, so 6-13. That's his record with a 5.68 career ERA. He played from 88 to 92. And
right.
That was it.
Then we got Cal Daniels, MVP, the Reds.
What? Is he the Reds MVP? What? Okay, I gotta look up Cal Daniels.
Well, it says he.
You know what his real name? Do you know what his real name is? Oh, there it is, right there. Pavlovsky.
Huh. Oh, he was the NL's top pinch hitter in '86.
He played 86 to 92, 285 career average, 104 home runs, 360 runs batted in. Hey, he got to play professional baseball for a living. I'm still jealous.
And we got Kelly McGruber, third baseman for the A's.
McGruber?
Yeah.
Isn't that the what was it? Didn't they do a spoof on
Yeah, it was SNL.
Yeah, and it's like, and they had why can't I think of the original guy? MacGyver.
Yep. MacGyver.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm just going McGruber. That name sounds familiar to me.
Got Kevin Seitzer for the Royals.
Hey, you're not better than Sabo. Who do we have at third? Is it still Sabo?
Still Sabo. Yep.
Okay.
Ooh, Edgar Martinez. He was on one of our teams recently.
He's been on like 4 or 5 of our teams.
We're gonna leave Chris Sabo in for Edgar.
Yeah, let's leave Sabo. Sabo's never been on any of them.
Fernando Valenzuela, good pitcher for the Dodgers.
Fernando Mania. There was a while that guy was a big deal. It's too bad that we got Curt Schilling. Fernando Valenzuela had, for that era, it's like he was such a good pitcher. He had the screwball. He threw a screwball, and it was such a hard pitch to hit. But yeah, I remember Fernando Mania. It was something there for a bit. He was quite talked about.
He was the first rookie in history to win the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year in the same season in '81.
Yeah, it's like he's definitely one of those guys that it's like he doesn't. I guarantee you in LA, he is still thought of as, kind of a hero, especially to, probably a lot of the, Spanish and Mexican community there. But he had 173 wins, 3.54 career ERA, over 2,000 strikeouts.
You know what?
He was a 6-time All-Star, World Series champion in '81, won the Cy Young in '81, Rookie of the Year in '81. He could field his position, Gold Glove, NL wins leader in '86. He pinched a no-hitter in 1990.
Kurt got knocked off. Kurt is going to be our closer, I think, for the week, and Fernando's going to be our starter.
Yeah, it's like, and he always used to look up. Always used to look up to the heavens before he threw this pitch. It's like it was something.
Jack Armstrong, pitcher. I think we got our pitchers, guys. So all these packs.
Yeah.
These packs got to stay. Any of these pitchers, Pete Smith, you didn't stand a chance. George Brett, you're not beating out Big Mac.
No, I like George Brett, but you're not beating out another Lion.
Yeah, a lot of lions in this pack, in these packs, which sounds cool, but not as cool as it sounds.
Not when it's Stephen Barry.
Huh. I just had the thought back in the mid 2000s they had a store in the mall. I believe it was called Stephen Barry's, and they sold like cheap T-shirts, and that's funny.
Well, now we know it was owned by the Lions.
All right,
Hey, the face.
we got the face. Okay, definitely needed this piece. Excellent. Now the trick is popping them out without breaking them. They are a few years old.
You know, it's funny. In '89, when they were putting these cards out, the people that worked at Topps probably had no idea that at some point in the future there was going to be a couple of guys in 2025 opening up the packs and trying to build the puzzle.
Well, it wasn't Topps, but it was Donruss.
Or Donruss. Doesn't
Oh.
matter. Any of these card companies
Sweet.
sit
And
there
that,
and think to themselves,
that fills out the piece that I was missing. Now we got a complete. I don't have any extraneous pieces at this point. That's really neat. Just a few more left. I think knock on wood, we might be able to do this.
hey, look, there's a red on top.
Okay, we got Rob Murphy, pitcher. Sorry, buddy. We just talked about it. You're out. Got Tim Leary. Doesn't look like he wants to go up to bat.
Here's the thing. When your pitcher gets his picture taken holding the bat, that means there probably wasn't a lot of opportunities to take a picture of him on the mound.
John Kruk. We talked about
Still
him.
as a Padre.
Talked about him last week. Hey, it's Harold Reynolds again. Just without the Diamond King.
And he's trying to bunt.
This guy really, he's just sitting there going, why am I here?
You know, I don't even know if he's at an actual baseball park. That's probably spring training because look at the plain blue
Yeah.
behind him. That's probably a spring training park.
We got Chad Kreuter for the Rangers. Catcher. All right, there's another rated rookie, outfielder Ron Jones.
And then along came Jones. So let's see if Ron Jones is a teacher, a composer, a sprinter, a commentator, ice hockey player, television director, businessman. Oh, look, he finally made it into baseball. He also played football too, just so you know.
Oh, cool.
Ron Jones is multi-talented. So many Ron Jones. Oh my gosh. 272, 13 career home runs, 40 runs batted in. Played 3 years in the MLB and played a bunch of years in Korea.
Huh. See, these rated rookies, it's always funny.
Or China. Might even be China.
A lot of times the rated rookies don't pan out. But guess what,
I'm
Randy?
telling you right now, in China, he was a slightly better batter. 285 with 18 home runs and 75 runs batted in. Boy, I don't even think he made an all-star team in China.
You know what the good news is, Randy?
What?
We got the Diamond Kings checklist.
Oh my God.
Holy cow!
Well,
Boom,
why
shakalaka!
is Mike Greenwell number one?
Hey, Bobby Bowe is number 2. The big
Hey,
cat.
Pete Inky Dinky Villia's on there.
You got the big cat, Prime Dog. I'm all right with it.
Oh, there's some good players in those Diamond Kings. Why do we? Although Rick Russell, Corey Snyder, I don't know if I necessarily
Yeah, there's
Jeff Robinson. There's some names on there. I don't know if I'd give them Diamond Kings.
I'm assuming it's pronounced Herman, but looks like German Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Steve Oliveris.
Just happy to be there, you can tell.
Mike Lacoste. Giants. Andy Allenson, catcher. We don't have a catcher yet. We're going to have to pick one. Ooh. I saw Ozzy. I thought he was going to make it.
Oh, yeah.
Ozzy Virgil. Different Ozzy. We got a Jose De Jesus. Royals. Oh. He made it again.
Oh, you're just talking one of the greatest of all time, though. How many outfielders do we have right now?
Oh,
none?
Sorry, Barry. You fell. None. So he's our first outfielder.
Oh, if we could get a Sammy Sosa, we could fill out the all-roids team.
I put him next to Big Mac for, maybe a reason.
We get Roger Clemens. Oh, buddy.
But I would like to point out that's only the second. We've been doing this for how long? And that's the only second Barry Bonds card that we've. No, third.
Well, it's the third, but it's like it is so rare for you to get a Barry Bonds card. I mean, I think we've gotten more Andy Van Slykes than Barry Bonds.
Most definitely. All right, puzzle piece. Oh, the two faces.
Look at that. It's a face again.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we're going to, you guys wanted the face? We're going to give you a bunch of them.
Yeah, now you get a bunch of faces.
Let's see. Home camera, you got this. There you go. All right, Herm Winningham, outfielder. Reds. Cecil Fielder, always a fun guy to watch.
Look at how svelte he is.
I know.
It's like he's a Blue Jay. Is this pre or post Tigers? This would have to be pre Tigers then.
So we have a closer, so we're going to put him in as our DH. But
yeah, definitely a good DH there for a while. He was a power hitter and a half. Yeah, Toronto was previous. Here's the thing. He went to Toronto, then he played for the Hanshin Tigers in '89 before he came to Detroit.
Billy Davis, outfielder. I always liked him. Tracy Jones, outfielder. Oh, we got a Diamond King. Oh my gosh. How do we get two of Chris Sabo?
It's like he's trying to make up for Mike Greenwell. I'm sorry you got a Mike Greenwell. Here's two of me.
Got Chuck Finley, pitcher for Angels. Sorry, Rick. You're not going to beat out Cecil.
Oh, no way.
But you were on the same team.
Holy smokes. Yeah, it's like they're both. It's like, I think Cecil probably would have been a better one than Rick Leach.
Got Kevin Seitzer. Randy Kramer. Big white teeth, that guy's.
That looks like, see, it's like they were signing autographs in spring training, and somebody said, "Hey, Randy, over here," and they just snapped a picture, and he just going, "Am I looking the right way?"
What?
It's like he looked the wrong way. That's not at the camera.
Mike Devereaux for the Dodgers. Rob Murphy, I think we saw him.
Yeah, we have. Hey, we've seen him too.
Bulldog. Hey, Hickey again. That's funny because that's the exact same order that they were before. Mike Moore. Daryl Boston. Hey, there's a guy we haven't seen. I like Daryl Boston.
I'm not mistaken, it's like, wasn't Daryl Boston a future Rocky, or am I remembering somebody else?
I don't think so.
It's like he spells his name weird.
Baryl.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't spell it weird. That was his parents that spelled it weird. Hey, his middle name was Lamont.
Nice.
He was a Rocky. That's what I thought. 93 played for us. Is our first season. He was an inaugural Rocky. Way to go.
All right, come on, puzzle piece. Oh, we did it. We got another one.
Look at that. There you go.
I didn't have a whole lot of hope for finishing out this puzzle today, but so far we're not doing bad.
It's like, and now you have the complete hat and face. And now the bottom right really needs a lot of work.
Yeah, the bottom right. All right, Warren's pretty much in focus now. Okay, so then we got cards to start. Oh, it's Chad Schrader again.
It's like, dude, you're not even wearing catcher gear. There's a catcher.
Yeah, Sandy Alomar.
Sally.
I mixed up Sandy and Alomar. Put them together. All right, Sandy.
Yeah. It's like, that's easy to do.
He's going to be our catcher for sure. Then we got Terry Pendleton, Brian Harper. Sorry, Brian.
He was a pretty good catcher on those Twins teams, but I like Sandy Alomar.
Well, and that's when the Twins were on their kind of run for being good. So.
Yeah, because I mean, I think what were their championships? They were
88,
88
maybe.
Trying to remember. I just did the Kirby Puckett thing.
Because it was maybe 88, 91.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking.
Arnie Lansford, good third baseman. Well, serviceable third baseman.
Well, no, it wasn't 88. 88 might have been the Apple. Well, no, because the A's beat the Giants in 89. And then 90, I think, was the Reds. So it probably was 88, 91.
Kevin Mitchell, outfielder for the Giants. Scott Jordan, outfielder for the Indians. Hey, it's Ozzie Virgil again. Just who we need.
But not Ozzie Smith.
Yeah. George Brett, we've already seen you. Get at Glenn Wilson for the Pirates. Mackie Sasser. Gotcha.
Like, yeah, that's a good original name, Mackie Sasser.
Joe
You got your Mac.
Hesketh.
What the Hesketh is he?
Wally Joyner, MVP as a young guy.
He did have some good seasons. I mean, Wally Joyner was not a bad player, but he's definitely not better than Big Mac.
There's Pete.
Pete Inky Dinky Velia.
Should we put him in our outfield?
So are we still missing an outfielder?
We only have one outfielder at this moment.
Oh, yeah. Throw him out there. Put him in. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Now all we need is just one outfielder. But we got Glenn Davis. That one out.
I like Glenn Davis. He was definitely an underrated player, but not better than Big Mac. Maybe Glenn Davis should have taken more steroids.
Well, and Jeff Bagwell's going to replace him relatively quickly, isn't he? All right. And the puzzle piece, I've already got it. We got another rated rookie, Mr. Tom Gordon.
Yeah, we know he went on to have a pretty decent career because I think we've had to look him up before.
Ed Whitson, pitcher for the Padres. Jeff Robinson, Tigers. Bert Blyleven.
He was a very good pitcher for the Twins. Can't remember who else he played for, but Bert Blyleven he might have been a Cub. Unless I'm getting Rick Sutcliffe and Bert Blyleven mixed up.
Carney's back.
Carney Wilson? What?
Carney Lansford.
Oh.
Dennis Cook for the Giants. Oh, the knuckleballer. Candyman.
The Candyman.
When I was watching baseball back then, I just loved the knuckleballer.
Oh, Wakefield was one of my favorite pitchers.
Zane Smith got the mullet going on pretty hard there. Got Mike Dunn. Storm Davis. That's the name right there. Storm.
And does he bring the heat? No, he probably throws like a 80-mile-an-hour curveball and then follows it up with an 88-mile-an-hour fastball.
He had 16 wins in 88. Oh, but his real name is George. Bob Brenly. Catcher. Hey, Rolando Rooms. You remember him?
I don't remember you, Rolando. I think it would have been fun to hear Harry Carey say Rolando.
Very true. We got Ricky Horton again. John Franco.
Very young John Franco.
Young John.
That's pre-Mets John Franco.
Oil Can Boyd.
You know, he doesn't get as much credit for being as good as he was. I think his real name was Dennis. It was Dennis Oil Can Boyd.
That is correct. It's funny, there's like the nickname pack in that one. We get Storm, Oil Can. Just like the 93 Donruss triple play. They had the nickname card.
Oil Can Boyd. What'd you do in your career, Oil Can? 78-77, 4.04 ERA, 799 strikeouts. Played for about 10 years.
He was a good middle of the rotation guy. It's like
So his unique and memorable nickname has been reported as coming from his beer drinking days in his hometown of Meridian, Mississippi, where beer was referred to as oil. Okay. There's a fun little nugget of information I didn't know.
We got Kevin McReynolds to start this pack off, outfielder. Neil Heaton.
Good if he throws the ball hard.
All right. Dave Winfield is making it up there. I don't know if we've had Dave on one of our teams before, but he deserves his spot in the outfield.
I think we had him on a team as a DH, but I think he's only been on one.
Bob Brower. William Brennan.
By Brennan.
Boyd McClendon. Checklist. Nice.
Hello, checklist.
Hey, that's 2 checklists in one episode. We're on a roll with checklists.
I know that's a good. It's like when you get 2 checklists, you're doing something.
Do you remember Manny?
It's like, you know what? I really don't. This Cubs team that made this. Did you know that checklist had Tim Tuffle on it?
Did it?
It did. It had Tim Tuffle.
Oh, see, he even makes it. Even when his card doesn't show up, we still get Tim Tuffle.
Because, see, the thing is, it's like Manny Trio. It's like first base was Mark Gray, second base Ryan Sandberg, shortstop is Sean Dunston, third, I don't know if it was Steve Buechele or if who were we using at third, but I don't think Manny Trio was making that infield. The infield was actually pretty good for the Cubs.
You know who else is on this checklist?
Who?
Doug DeCenza.
Oh, little Dougie D and Tim Tuffle. Right there, you've got a makings of a Packs for Breakfast all-star team.
We need to get back into the early 90s so we can get Tim Tuffle and Scott Leyes again.
Yeah.
All right, so then we got, Saberhagen.
Future Rocky.
Bobby Bo.
Oh, we're about, 3 or 4 months away from Bobby Bonilla Day.
Yeah. We should do a special episode on Bobby Bonilla.
It's like we should. Dedicated just to Bobby Bo.
Just to open just a bunch of Bobby Bonilla cards. Oh, look, it's Bobby Bonilla.
It's like, up, Bobby Bonilla. Another Bobby Bo.
We got an out of focus. The camera does not want to see Todd Burns.
No, I'm thinking it's against seeing Todd Burns.
Rob Thompson for the Giants. Oh, Rhino.
Rhino.
Who's our second? Oh, Harold Reynolds. Rhino's been on teams. We're going to stick with Harold Reynolds. Mark Lemke. Ooh, another good third baseman. Paul Molitor.
Paul Molitor. Paul Mall of America Molitor. Hey, he played for Minnesota, so that fits.
Minnesota Molitor. All right. More hat. That's the second time in this episode I got this.
It's way too much hat.
We got Kurt Young. Wrong Kurt. Gary Templeton. Lance Johnson. Kevin Brown. We're starting to recycle some of these. Todd Stottlemyre.
Good pitcher for the Jays.
Yeah, good pitcher. Got Mike Smithson, pitcher for the Red Sox. Alvin Davis, MVP for the Mariners. Why were you the MVP? Let's see.
Yeah, what made Alvin Davis?
He was only 4th player in history to achieve 90 walks first 2 seasons. Played collegiate baseball at Arizona State. Another check.
Third checklist.
Nice.
Randy Johnson's on that one.
Ruben Sierra. Gary Carter.
Oh, you talk about a really good catcher. That's Gary Carter. Who is our catcher? Oh, it's Sandy Alomar.
Yeah, he's State.
We never had Carter either, but man, that's tough. Candy, it's Candy.
Andy Maldonado. Ooh, Mike's brother.
Yeah.
Bet you didn't know that because it's not.
It's like, well, No offense, Tom, but it's like even in the baseball world, you're just not more famous than your brother. You can call me Michael.
Julio Franco, good second baseman. Dave LaPointe.
Dave LaPointe and shoot.
And Mike Boddicker. He's a pitcher for the Red Sox. All right. We got a few minutes left. I got to go grab another pack real quick, so bear with me.
We need another pack. It's like, yes, I will understand if people are sitting there going, why isn't Gary Carter in there? Why didn't Gary Carter make it? Well, because, Sandy Alomar Jr., he's not going to have a lot of time in the sun. We never really ever talk about Sandy Alomar. I'm trying to think. I think we talked about Carlton Fisk. But we probably have a better chance of Gary Carter has a better chance of making a future team than Sandy Alomar Jr. That's for sure. His brother, though, Roberto Alomar, has made quite a few of these teams. It's just what Roberto does because he's one of the better second basemen.
All right, we got a couple more packs here. I had to run.
Warren Spahn. Wait, he doesn't sit there at spawn points and just pick people off in first-person shooters, does he?
Warren Camper Spahn.
Warren Camper Spahn.
His later nickname.
Warren Camper Spawn Point.
Nah, already got that one, fortunately. Got Jeff Hamilton, third base. Alejandro Pena for the Dodgers. You got any guidance on that name?
Yeah, Dale Swaim.
Swaim?
Yeah, Dale Swaim. I remember hearing his name every once in a while. Not a bad shortstop. I mean, you would hear him get mentioned on Sports Center every once in a while. So he was a decent player.
They probably did that just to mess with the on-air talent. All right, good luck saying this name.
Huh?
Mike Heath. Petra.
Did he make the Heath bar?
I hope so.
He'd be a rich man.
Marvin Freeman. Oh, the names in the pack.
I love it. Niedenfjord.
Niedenfjord.
Yeah, Niedenfjord. I don't think we need any more Fuhrers, that's for sure.
Golly, I don't.
We won't be needing another Fuhrer.
Let's see. Led the Orioles in saves last year. And 87.
With what, 6? Look at that. That looks like a guy that's German. He almost looks a little red-faced, like he had a few too many.
He had 18 saves.
And that was the saves leader.
Ozzie Guillen.
Future manager.
I'm sorry. He should go up on the wall for Dickie Thon, but I really want to see you do a video with Dickie Thon as your shortstop.
Be interesting to see how we come up with Keith Hernandez. That's a guy I always call him Hernandez. It's like I always get his name wrong. It's like if I said it's Fernandez, it'd be Hernandez. If I said it was Hernandez, I'd find out it was Fernandez.
I believe Teddy made it on one of our teams, didn't he?
He might have gotten close. I don't think I've ever had to do research on Teddy Higuera.
Pedro Guerrero, first base for the Cardinals.
Pretty good first baseman.
Yeah.
Not better than Big Mac, but
right, but still. Jesse Barfield, outfield for the Blue Jays. Steve Jeltz. Buddy Black.
Hey, there we go.
As an Indian.
as an Indian, and it's like, you know what? Hey, just so you know, your future is to be the manager of one of the worst teams in baseball. I'm just saying, bud. You chose the wrong franchise to work for because they don't spend any money, and when they do, it's on terrible players like Chris Bryant.
Well, and then, don't get me started on that, but he was a manager for the Padres first.
Oh, yeah.
And Fred Lynn, outfielder for the Tigers.
He's worthless. His name should be Lion.
Mookie Wilson, the Mets. Right.
Well, unless this thing has like 4 puzzle pieces in it, you're not going to fill out the puzzle on this.
Yep, we're going to have to go find some more 89 Donruss. I don't have enough packs left to, there's no way. Oh, but this one's a winner. I don't have this one yet. I think that's the last corner. So, at least I got the corners done.
Yeah, you filled out the middle before you had all the edges.
All right, there's our corner. So we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. That's all we're missing. There it is. Mr. Warren Spahn. All his glory.
Warren Camper Spahn.
Got Steve Sachs for Dodgers, second baseman. Hey, there he is again.
Hi,
Bill
Dale.
Swain. Oh, Mike Heath. He's back.
That's a repeat.
Marvin Freeman.
Future Rocky.
Eric Hetzel, pitcher for the Red Sox.
You're not a future Rocky.
Ooh, we got a Diamond King coming up, and it is Bobby Bowe.
Bobby Bowe.
In the Diamond King.
See, and I'm fine with Bobby Bowe, the Diamond King.
Rick Aguilera, pitcher for the Mets. Jack McDowell, pitcher for the White Sox. Mark Parent. Oddly enough, has no kids.
Yeah. I didn't want to be a parent. That's what his middle name should be. Mark, I don't want to be.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, not yet, anyway.
Got Rich Yet for the Indians.
Oh, if his last name was just Yeti. Put an I at the end. Rich Yeti.
Well, you'd have to call him Yeti. I mean, that's like...
Oh, you'd have to.
That's like nickname easy #1.
He's a big, doopy white dude. Yep, Yeti. You're a Yeti.
Yep. Jeff Hamilton, third baseman. He's got the 1,000-mile stare.
Oh, he does. And he's just like, I someday I'm going to get to play.
Tim Jones, dreaded IF.
It's like, he's got a baseball cap, and I think the sun is still getting in his eyes. It's so, Frank Tanana. What a great name, Tanana.
Yep. Hey, Mookie made it back.
Mookie says, here I am again. Why didn't you put me on your all-star team? That's what that look is. It's like, how you not putting me on your all-star team? What's up with that?
Yeah,
I'm Mookie Wilson. If you were Mookie Betts, you'd have a better chance of making it.
It really does.
And he goes,
he's judging.
It's like, look, he looks pissed off that he's not going up on the wall.
He's like, come on, guys. What the hell? And Rich
It's like, how could you be passing me up? I even came out to see you twice.
All right, this is the last pack of the day. Open her up. Hopefully it's a puzzle piece that we don't have. Shot down. Oh, well.
Shot down in flames.
Oh, that means we're going to have to open some more 1989 Don. Ooh, wait. I mean, I'm excited about it. I like this year.
Like I said, great cards. I love the look of them.
Oh, Mirabella.
It sounds like the name of a Lamborghini, the Mirabella. It's like the Lamborghini Mirabella has 10,000 horsepower and can't go around a corner.
This guy has a very serious, like, I'm trying to be tough face, but with the glasses, it just does not work.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't even look that when you've got a helmet on your head either. It's hard to look tough when you're carrying a bat and wearing a helmet. It's like, I don't want to get hit.
Marvin.
Please don't hit me in the head.
Marvin,
You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you?
Marvin really wants to be on our team. He's been pushing really hard.
Oh, he's been pushing hard, but man, I can't put him on any of this. It's like he was on the Rockies. Good enough for him.
We got Mike Morgan. Pitcher. Hey, Andre Dawson.
Look at that, the Hawk.
Holy cow!
Look at that. He's got a pissed off look on his face, like he's coming back to the dugout or something after he struck out or popped out. And he just sees the guy with the camera and goes, man, I could punch you right now.
And just to add a little insult to injury, they're like, hey, this is what the puzzle's supposed to look like.
This is what it's supposed to look like if you had all the pieces.
All right. So that's literally a card telling you about the puzzle. What a waste. Oh.
I would be so angry to get that card if I was a kid.
Yep. Bill Wegman. We got Ken Daly.
See, that's just way overly complicated to spell the name Daly.
Yep. Jesse Barfield. Steve Jeltz. We saw you already.
Yeah, that was a back-to-back that was exactly the same.
Doug Jones.
Pretty good pitcher. He was actually a pretty good pitcher for quite a few years.
Fred Lynn.
Fred Lynn should be lying. Just so we could have Fred, Steve, and Barry.
Keith Miller with the same IF. Good luck, my friend. All right, and the last card of the day is CHAR. I'm thinking we got a Charles.
Charlie Huff.
I thought it was going to be Huff. No, it's Charles Hudson, pitcher for the Yankees. Not the greatest pack to round it out. We got a puzzle card.
Yeah, you literally got a baseball card that tells you what the puzzle is supposed to look like.
But hey, we did an okay job of. I mean, look, puzzle's not complete. We're missing 4 pieces. I'm gonna go and find some more 89 Donruss so we can round this guy out. I really want to frame it once it's all done. So I'm gonna keep at it till I can find it to frame it. But hey, not a bad episode. We got some puzzle built. We got a nice team for you to talk about, which will be in 2 weeks because I've got a backlog of cards to bring you. So you got some content for the next couple weeks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like you have to get those other cards too, so I can. It's like I think there's 2 teams with Barry Bonds, so it'll be easy to research that.
Yeah, but you also have to research Dickie Thon too. There's a little extra work for you.
Dickie Thon made it in on the fan vote. Everybody, it was one of those where everybody goes, let's just vote for Dickie, nobody else will, but it'll be funny because we're doing it. And then it's like, he won?
Well,
The starting shortstop for it's like Dickie Thon.
hey,
Then you just have 30,000 people going, Dickie.
when you run the show, that's the kind of stuff you get to do, Randy. I'm just,
Yeah.
we get to make our own decisions here on Packs for Breakfast.
That's
It's
right. We get to pick Sandy Alomar over Gary Carter, which, if this ever gets to a point where like a lot of people watch it, they will be screaming in the comments. It's like, how could you take Sandy Alomar over Gary Carter? Well, you can have your own show, open up a bunch of cards, and you can do whatever you want. You could have an entire team of Gary Carters if you want.
That's right. When you're not owned by a big corporation, you get to do stupid things like this. And hey,
Yes. You get to make dumb decisions, but call it a fan vote.
right. One day we'll have corporate sponsors, and then we'll have to maybe, be a little more selective. But until then, we have.
Oh no, they're still they get the absurdity of what we do. That's the charm of it.
That is the charm of Packs for Breakfast. We don't play by the rules.
We're just out there to poke the bear.
And we don't play by the rules. We are rule breakers. Right. Which is funny because we made the rules and we break our own rules. So
yeah, we break our own rules.
That's how more people.
That's the kind of people we are. It's like we make rules and then we break what we make.
Yeah, just about in every aspect of life. Break it when you make it. No, I don't think that's the right saying. But
yeah, break it till you make it. Make it till you break it. Make it. I don't know.
Well, anyway, on that note, hope everybody's week goes really well. That'll do it for this episode. We have hope and throwing out a little luck to the people who still have a bracket that might win their pool or whatever. I haven't looked to see how many perfect brackets are still out there, but they usually don't last too much longer. And all I know is that workplace productivity always goes down during March Madness, and I really like that. So let's keep up the loss of productivity. And next week we'll have another set of cards to open. Not sure which ones they'll be yet, but guaranteed there will be some cards. And look for Randy's videos coming this week. Always stat heavy content for the middle of the week. If you like the stats and you really like to deep dive into players, that's the place to be. It is it's excellent. I like it. It's learning of all the numbers that you didn't know existed.
Well, I know, especially if Matt Williams would have been on this team, I'd have found some more negative numbers for him.
I can guarantee that you did it the first time. So
I did. What a jerk. All those errors he made and all those times he got caught stealing bases. Why was he even trying to run? He can't run.
All right. Well, here in Colorado, we have 80s predicted for this week, which is awesome. Things are looking up. Springtime is making its way. Baseball is about to start. We're hoping to really enjoy that opening day, that feeling of excitement before your team is mathematically eliminated, which is after game 2 for us. So we don't have to pay attention long, but we can still have hope for at least one game.
That's right. If we go 1-0, that means we're at least been above 500 for some part of the season. If we could just go 1-0.
1-0, that's all we need to be. We count that
just so we can say, for a hiccup in time, the Rockies had a winning record.
It's like when we win 2 games in a row and then the Dodgers lose a game and then we're leading the division. It's like, hey, the Rockies are leading the division for today.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Dodgers are already 2-0. Because they played those 2 games against the Cubs in, what was it, Korea?
Oh, yeah. It was Japan,
But yeah, they're already 2-0. Those counted as regular season games against the Cubs.
Oh, I didn't know they counted as regular season games.
Yeah, I think they said that was the start of the ML. Everybody else starts on like the 28th. But it's like, nope, not those two. They got to start on. Yeah, because if you look at the standings, you've got the Cubs at 0-2, the Dodgers at 2-0.
Well, there you
And
go.
everybody else 0-0.
We haven't lost yet. The Rockies are still in it.
Yep. We'll start our season on the 28th, I think, against. Who do we play first? We play we play at the Rays. Wait a minute. Are we going to be playing in Tropicana Field? Where are we playing those games at the Rays?
We'll do some more digging on that. But we're going to round out this episode. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Give us a subscribe, a like, comment. They're free. Do us a favor. We're not begging.
George Steinbrenner Field.
Excellent. I like Tropicana better.
Well, right now it doesn't have a roof, I don't think.
All right, let's leave it on that. Nice, some nice positivity for your week. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.